Hey guys, Lindsay here, and today I want to share with you a planter of succulents. So there's still not a lot of plants in Ottawa to go around and buy and find and see and whatnot. So I went out and I found all these little itty bitty plants, and that's maybe 1.5 inch pot there. These guys here as well. And then this, I love these ones in the rosette. And then this one, which I couldn't help but buy. It's such an interesting plant. It's called a living stone or a lithops. And I saw it a year ago and I've been waiting to put it in a planter. I also found this really cool planter here, and it had a label on it that said it was for air plants, but I thought, you know what, hey, we don't have to let the label define what it actually is for. It is pre-made to have this string going through it so that you can hang it up on a hook. There is a little hole on the bottom, so just keep that in mind when you're watering. So let's get started. When I put the arrangement together, so when I'm in the store and I'm kind of putting a little bit of an arrangement together, I do put something together. Now you can see all these plants, they might not fit in there so well. But as I go along, I might change a thing here or two in terms of what I'm looking to do. But the first thing that we'll need to do is get some soil and put it in there. So again, just like previously, we don't want to fill it all the way because we are going to be putting these plants in as well. And also we do want to be a little bit delicate because succulents tend, especially when they're full of water, if you push their leaves in a certain way, they can break easily. So again, not going to break up the root systems here just because they're good, healthy, white, not twirling around the pot in any way. And then get this guy in there, put that maybe. So see, sometimes I have an arrangement in mind, but then I change my mind as I'm putting the planter together because I like to just see the change in what's going on. And then these little rosette in there, and we'll stick this guy. Oh yeah, and they all fit perfectly well, so that's great. We're gonna have to fill in some soil, obviously, in some places just to make up. And then this, now the lithops or the living stone, which I'm so excited to plant. And I've never planted this before, so I'm a little worried about how it comes out here. It's right at the soil level. Twirling. And its roots are growing down a little bit, but they're not twirling. They're coming right out of the holes, so you can see there. So we'll go ahead and twirl it, twirl it. All right. And there we go. Just take this guy. In there. There's a little bit of excess soil in there, so we'll just take that, and actually I like to take as much of the existing soil from the pot and put it in the planter or in the ground when you're planting in the garden, just because that's where the plant has really grown from. So that's the soil, that's its quote unquote native soil, and so that is the best soil for it to be growing in, especially when it's transplanted. So there, we just need to add a little bit more soil here. And always remember when you do plant that it is important to add water. Every time you plant, doesn't matter if it's pouring rain outside, you should always make sure to water your plants when first planted until it gets used to its spot. So there, and that was super easy to put together. Didn't take much time at all. And I will give you a closer look in just a minute now. But I love how it turned out. I love that I could just hang this up now. And the best way to water this is with the turkey baster. So just like that, you just fill it up with some water. And depending on how big a pot like this is that you put together is obviously depending on how much water you use, but there, just like that. Again, under 5 minutes, and we have a beautiful planter put together here that you can hang in your living room, right in the sun. And yeah, don't need to water that a lot, probably about once a week, once every 2 weeks or so, just depending. on how much sun it's getting. So there you go. Thanks for joining me and have a great day. Till next time.